Hey there, nature lovers! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a wild and mind-blowing topic: animals taking drugs. For fun? Yes, you heard that right. Some of our furry, feathered, and finned friends out there have been known to indulge in nature's own version of happy hour. Let's explore the wild world of animal intoxication. First up, let's talk about our underwater friends, the dolphins. These playful creatures are known for their intelligence, but did you know they might also enjoy getting a little buzzed? Dolphins have been observed playing with pufferfish. But this isn't just any game of catch. Pufferfish release a potent neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin. Now, this toxin is super dangerous in large amounts, but in small doses it seems to put dolphins in a trance-like state. They gently nudge the pufferfish around, passing it back and forth as if they're getting a little high from it. Who knew dolphins had a penchant for puffers? Next on the list, cats and catnip. If you've ever given a cat some catnip, you know what happens. They go nuts. But what's actually going on here? Catnip contains a compound called nepentolactone, which binds to receptors in a cat's nose, triggering a kind of euphoric response. Rolling, purring, leaping, it's like they're on a feline joyride. And what's even cooler? This isn't just a domestic cat thing. Wild cats like lions and tigers can have the same reaction. Moving on to something bigger, elephants. These gentle giants have been known to seek out fermented fruit, like the ones from the marula tree. When these fruits ferment, they produce alcohol, and the elephants seem to love it. After munching on a few too many, they might start acting a little tipsy, swaying and stumbling around. It's like they're having their own little elephant party. In addition, it is well known that African elephants readily self-administer unflavored alcohol solutions to get drunk. Notably, there are several other animals that feed on marula fruit, such as warthogs, baboons, and giraffes. They have reportedly become intoxicated after consuming the fermented marula fruits, making the marula tree a natural source of alcohol for a long list of animals. Now, let's head to the snowy tundras of Siberia, where reindeer roam. These majestic animals have been spotted munching on Amanita muscaria mushrooms. Yes, the red ones with white spots that look straight out of a fairy tale. These mushrooms contain psychoactive compounds, and after eating them, the reindeer start behaving very strangely, jumping, running, and acting in ways that suggest they're under the influence. Some researchers believe this might be a natural way for them to cope with the harsh conditions of their environment, or maybe they just like the trip. Last but not least, let's talk about baboons. These clever primates have been known to raid human settlements for fermented fruits and even alcohol, and yes, they drink it. Once they've had their fill, baboons can exhibit drunken behavior, just like humans, stumbling, fighting, and sometimes even passing out. It's a wild sight to see. By the way, the baboon model provides a valuable tool for the investigation of the behavioral and pharmacological mechanisms involved in the co-use of nicotine and alcohol. Historically, various animals have been used as models in scientific research on addiction. In 1948, Peter Witt conducted experiments to study the effects of drugs on spiders' web-building behavior. He found that different substances, like LSD and mescaline, caused distinct changes in the spider's web-building behavior. For example, webs created under the influence of LSD were more irregular and chaotic, while those exposed to mescaline showed a slight increase in web size. Notably, lower doses of LSD tend to create evenly spaced webs with consistent and precise patterns. Additional experiments showed that caffeine, benzodrine, and marijuana had significant impacts on spiders' web-building abilities, while chloral hydrate caused spiders to fall asleep before completing their webs. This research laid the groundwork for future studies in the field. Laboratory animals, particularly rodents like rats and mice, play a critical role in drug consumption research. These animals are used to study the effects of drugs on the brain and behavior, helping scientists understand addiction, tolerance, withdrawal, and other aspects of substance use disorders. In the late 1970s, Canadian psychologist Bruce K. Alexander, based at Simon Fraser University in British Columbia, Canada, delved into a series of groundbreaking studies on drug addiction. The typical method for studying self-administration of morphine in animals involved placing them in isolated metal cages. Alexander introduced a new approach where rats had unlimited access to drugs, such as cocaine or heroin, to observe self-administration behaviors more akin to human conditions. Alexander constructed Rat Park, a spacious housing colony 200 times larger than a standard laboratory cage. This innovative environment provided a home for about 20 rats of both sexes, equipped with food, play items such as balls and wheels, and ample space for mating. The experiment's findings demonstrated that improved living conditions significantly reduced the consumption of drugs. Additionally, the research revealed that removing animals from these enriched environments led to an increased vulnerability to drug addiction. Alexander's studies proved that when given a choice, many rats do not become addicted, preferring other rewards like sugar or social interaction over drugs. This finding was crucial because it showed that drug addiction is not inevitable, even with free access to drugs. It highlighted the importance of environmental factors and alternatives in addiction. By studying individual differences in drug consumption, Alexander's research provided insights into why some individuals are more vulnerable to addiction than others. Factors such as stress, social environment, and genetic predisposition were explored, contributing to a more nuanced understanding of addiction. This research has opened new avenues for treatment strategies and policy development aimed at reducing the harm associated with drug addiction. So there you have it. From dolphins to reindeer, it seems like animals all over the world have found their own ways to unwind and have a little fun. Whether it's getting a buzz from a pufferfish or enjoying some fermented fruit, these behaviors remind us that nature is full of surprises. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments which animal you'd party with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.